indicator light came on, telling me that it was time to regen the truck, which I had never done before. So over the weekend I read up on it. I came in an hour early because I guess it takes like 45 minutes. Regened the exhaust system for the first time, and it did take 45 minutes. Made the truck nice and hot first thing in the morning. So by that time it was 7 o'clock, which is when we were supposed to punch in. And checked in with setup. They gave us 4 runs to get the day going. First of which was a full 40-foot container full of plastic products. Headed down to the plastic distributor. We stood by, offloaded, and now we brought the empty 40-foot container to the shipping terminal here at San Island. And the printout says to strip the container at strip pile 4. Stack 30, but the guys at the pen box here wanted to hold on to the container, so they said to park it. So that's what we just did. Second movement of the day, 8:27. Off the empty that we picked up at Connealy Marine Corps base. Gonna get the chassis part. Got the Monday shipment being offloaded. So dispatch gave me 4 movements: the plastic products, the Marine Corps base, and then we got some packaging. But this is back at the terminal. I'm guessing we might be picking up an LTL or maybe one of the big box cans. Take that back to the terminal so we can pick up our next movement. We'll see. It is 12:34. And we're working on our 6th or 7th movement of the day. This is a full 45-foot container that we picked up from our terminal. Load of packaging material. Standby offload. These docks are really hard on airbags. I think there's like 1 or 2 more pallets left. After that, we'll take this empty back to the shipping terminal, Sand Island, and then pick up our last spot that we were given this morning. A load of warehouse equipment out to a distribution warehouse. Now we're just trying to find some shade and some wind. There's hardly any wind today. Forklift goes in, the airbags pump up, and the forklift goes out. And the airbags readjust to the light. So now when I go to start up the truck, it's going to be out of air. Because every time he goes in, pumps up. Every time he goes out, it releases. Gives the airbags a real workout. Anyway, we'll be out of here in a few minutes, making our way back to the shipping terminal, Sand Island. Strip pile 8, stack number 4. Empty 45 containers. Follow us here. From the packaging warehouse out in Campbell that we just tell you it was like second nature, but it's not. Still gotta figure out where all these lights are. So, first time what do you call it? Regening my new truck. So when I got the truck, I zeroed out the mileage for the trip because I was kind of curious how long the truck would go before it needed to be regened. And I was at 780 miles when that light came on. So I found the cheat sheet here. The procedure for this truck is pretty simple. I mean, it's a 2014 Detroit diesel DD15 engine, and this is how it's done. You keep the engine at idle, don't turn on the fast idle or PTO, cycle the transmission in and out of gear, so they want to make sure you're out of gear, cycle the brakes on and off, so you want to make sure the brakes are on, and then press the clutch pedal. And all three of those things will stop a regen. I guess that's why they want you to do that. Don't touch the clutch or the brakes, because it'll stop. Then you hold the DPF. I'm not sure what that stands for. It's this switch on the dashboard here. You hold it for 5 seconds and then it starts up. And the regen took 45 minutes. It says here it should take about 40 minutes. And then afterwards, the HEST light, which is the high temperature sensor, I guess, stayed on, but the RPMs came down. And then I turned it off. Now when I restarted it, that HEST light wasn't on, but the check engine light was on. So I took that to the mechanics, and they plugged the computer in, and they said it was a engine knock. And so I don't know if I did something during the regen, if I turned it off too soon, or maybe I wasn't parked flat enough, or something set off that sensor, the engine knock sensor, which is, I don't even know what that is. But it turned on a code on the dashboard, so I had the little check engine light. But we got that fixed. So, zeroed out the mileage again on the trip meter, and we'll see how long it goes. I'm hoping I can get to where it stays consistent, that I know, every 800 or every 1,000 miles that light's going to come on. And I'm trying to change my ways as far as every time I get out of the truck, either turn it off or turn on the fast idle, and see if that helps. But that's it for today. We came in at 6, even though we were scheduled at 7, because I knew I wanted to regen the engine. We did 9 container movements. We only bobtailed twice, which is good. We drove 127 miles. Typical day. We had a few hiccups. Got to go out to the Marine Corps base. My last spot, which was to take a full 45 out to an equipment, warehouse equipment distributor. When I called and let them know I was coming, they said, no, you're supposed to come tomorrow. And all my paperwork said for today. He says, no, we want it on Tuesday because we don't have the dock until tomorrow. So we turned around and didn't do that, and I ended up bringing an LTL back here to the terminal instead, and then we went up to the air conditioning distributor and got rid of their empty. But yeah, all in all, pretty busy day for a Monday, pretty typical. So this one has to go tomorrow instead. Headed home, it's Monday. We got tofu with roasted vegetables and Brussels sprouts, and the regular Monday feast of roasted vegetables and marinated tofu, all roasted up in the oven. That with a nice big garden salad, and that is dinner for tonight. Thanks for watching today. Aloha.